sure that lots of people are upset by the title, while other people might feel spurred on by it toward whatever. And some of you may be here because you're curious. I really don't know. But this is something I've been wanting to talk about. I've been thinking about it for pretty much all week now. I wasn't gonna just like make a video and like edit it together and stuff. And the only way I'd actually get this off my chest is to go live like I've been doing. So here we go. Toxic body positivity. Now, we all know about the body positivity movement, obviously. And I think it's a great thing. It is. I think it's wonderful to promote positivity and love and respect and, loving yourself and the body that you're in and being kind to yourself and others. But here's where that positivity can go too far and become toxic. So I have been a large person my entire life. I am tall and I am big, all right? And, for a long time, I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s and legally became an adult in 2013. So, no, 2012. I legally became an adult in 2012. Anyway. The thing is, I've always been large. And growing up, I would see people in movies and on magazine covers and even in video games, just tiny little thin rails, like that's what you're supposed to look like. You can only be pretty if you're thin. Don't get me wrong, that body type is beautiful, but all body types are beautiful. And I'm not just saying that because it makes me feel better about being a large person. Throughout history, there have been different body types in the spotlight, if you get what I'm saying. We've gone through phases where they wanted a round woman, where they wanted a curvy woman, where they wanted the thin woman. There's been phases throughout history of body types being held high above all the rest. And this is unfortunately natural because we are in a social species. We're part of a social species, and to us as social creatures, public opinion, the opinions of other human beings matter to us. And it's important to us to feel like we're accepted by our peers and our community because we're social creatures. It's in our nature, it's in our DNA. It's how we've survived over the millennia, is by banding together to hunt down the woolly mammoth, to fend off the predators, to guard the children. It's just how we've survived as a species, is by being social creatures, and therefore, in order to fit in, we put ourselves in these little boxes. Now, again, I'm all for body positivity, but there is a point where it becomes toxic, and I guess I haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm a rambler. I was born a rambling person. Anyway, ADHD. So what I'm trying to say is that, let me give you an example. In 2019, I started losing weight. And before that, like when I was in high school, I was like at 180. College, I think I stayed around that because I was like losing fat but gaining muscle because they had us doing a bunch of exercise. Stage combat, dance, yoga, Pilates. Like, I wasn't eating healthier or anything. It was just the exercise. But, like, I wasn't getting any muscle tone because, again, I wasn't eating healthy. And this didn't really matter that much to me because I was finally in a headspace where I did love my body. I did appreciate it. I enjoy being a plus size individual. I think I look good. I do. And I get compliments and I get hit on, and it's not like being a large person has been that detrimental to me. It obviously, like, when I was younger and there was all this pressure to like lose weight and be thin, and I had this idea that I couldn't, because I tried, I would try really hard, like throughout middle school to be this idea of what society said was pretty. And thankfully by the end of high school, around the time I turned 18, I really dug deep into myself and started appreciating my body for what it was, understanding that this is my genetics. Like, I'm always going to be a large person. Even if I lost a bunch of weight, like, I would just be a large skeletal structure too, I'm just large. I'm Germanic. I even have a little bit of Russian. Like, I'm made to be a big person. And it took me a long time to accept this. And like, I have a sister who has celiac disease, and she is even larger. She's considered obese. And the thing is, it's not because she's unhealthy, it's because she has celiac disease and it made her this way. And this is where body positivity is a good thing, because she deserves to feel beautiful and to love herself and her body, despite what society tries to tell her that she should feel about herself. Where it becomes toxic, where body positivity becomes toxic, is when you're having health issues and your doctor literally tells you you need to lose weight to improve your health, and you say, oh, you're fat shaming. It's not fat shaming to do something for your health. What I'm trying to say is, okay, so I've been way all over the place, off track here. In 2017, I had a baby. I got up to 250 pounds when I was pregnant with her. And then after that, I was like 230 for the next 2 years. I was about 230 pounds for the next 2 years. And that's just where I lived. That's where I stayed. The problem is, I've had patellar maltracking since I was 11, which means my kneecaps move around. Your patella is your kneecap. And mine move around because the muscles around them aren't strong enough to keep them in place. Particularly the, what's that called? The quad? And I've been in and out of physical therapy, and one of the things my doctor told me is that for the sake of my knees, to help with the pain, I needed to lose weight. So I started losing weight. I got down to about 200 or maybe 196, and I was really proud of myself because I had gotten there without doing anything really unhealthy and like without without requiring extra help, which is something that I would have needed in the past. And I posted something about it where I was like, hey, I love my body. I took a picture. I had a picture from like 8 days after I gave birth and more recently, both wearing the same outfit, and you could see the 34-pound difference. And I said, I love my body at every size. I think I look great at every size, but I'm really happy with the progress I've made now that I've lost like 34 pounds. And someone who used to be my friend commented on this saying, oh, losing weight on purpose is fat phobic. Again, toxic body positivity. So I responded saying, well, actually, I don't think that's true. I don't think I'm shaming anyone else or making them feel like, oh, you have to lose weight to be beautiful. The only reason I'm losing weight is because my doctor told me to for the sake of my knees. Oh, whatever. Science backs me up on this. What fucking science backs you up that doesn't back up a doctor? Aren't doctors literally a type of scientist? Please tell me if I'm wrong here. But my point is, if you're having health issues and your doctor tells you that your weight is affecting your health, listen to your doctor. Okay? Body positivity is great. You should love your body. You should love yourself. You should love the skin you're in. But do not let your pride get in the way of your health. You deserve to be happy and healthy. Sorry if that offends anyone, but it is not fat phobic to worry about your health. Rant done. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. You guys are wonderful. I can't hang up. Oh.